Good morning, it's James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. Super grateful to lay eyes on you. Thank you for showing up. So today we're going to talk about something that I know every single one of us is going to say, yeah, I can't. This is like a support group for people who have had circumstances out in the world, things that we cannot control. Oh no, give us an opportunity for personal growth. The way that we reacted, the rabbit hole we went down, the stuff it brought up for us. But let me read to you something that Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, said thousands of years ago. It's going to bring us a little bit of comfort, but it may actually help us to kind of go, oh my goodness, this is really good work for me to do. This is called Circumstances Have No Care for Our Feelings. Great title. Marcus once said, you shouldn't give circumstances the power to rouse anger, for circumstances don't care at all. Oh my goodness. Circumstances. A post that just happened to pop up. Weather, traffic, a bumper sticker on a certain car of a certain person. Circumstances. You know, it's interesting, right? We understand the power of something called internal locus of control. Its direct relationship to mental health these days, more than anything else. We are seeing more and more research that says the more that we can give ourselves permission to work within our influence of control. Now, it's not easy, right? Because there's so much external noise, so many things coming at us, so many ways that technology has been in a very sinister way. And I don't mean this, that it was always intended to be sinister, but man alive, it has been manipulated to such a degree that if we are susceptible to just certain forces, certain dark forces, certain things that we are very charged about emotionally, man, there is such a power within technology to take us to places that we don't want to go. But places that's really hard not to just, if you will, reflexively go there. Circumstances. Now, the idea of external locus of control is which when we get ourselves connected to, unfortunately, going after circumstances, letting circumstances trigger us, letting things that are outside of our control, our reasoned control, our reasoned choice, to take us to places we don't want to go. And you and I are probably going, well, yeah, my goodness, that's the world we're living in today. So what can I do about that? Well, the beauty of what's happening right now is that there's a contrast, right? I'm a big believer, like something happening that pushes our buttons, gives us a sense of, we'll just call it emotional charge. And that is a contrast that's very different than what we'd like to be feeling, how we'd like to be showing up in the world, where we'd like to be putting our energy. So the contrast of that is peace. The contrast is an internal locus of control, where we put our energy on the things that we know that we can influence. Absolutely. How do we know and recognize contrast when something's happening out there that wants to take us to places, just historically has pushed our buttons, or something new comes up that just charges us to go there, and we don't. And so much energy is lost there. So much spiritual power is lost there. Here's what I believe, and this is what science is telling us. As little as 4, but ideally upwards of 12 to 20 minutes of meditation a day serves us in many ways, right? We know it lowers stress. We know it helps with neurogenesis, building new brain cells. We know it helps with loving kindness towards ourselves and compassion and acceptance. But probably the thing that doesn't get nearly enough of press, if you can call it that, from a scientific way, is self-awareness. Just heroic self-awareness. That sort of gives us permission that when we start to be tempted to go after circumstances, to react to things outside of our control, we recognize it. We recognize it and we ask ourselves a simple question. Is this worthy of my energy? Is where I'm about to go going to give me greater peace and purpose? Or is this going to give me a disruption to my peace and purpose? Maybe that's a simple question we can ask. The challenge is, do we actually have a presence of mind and heart to ask that question? And that's where meditation comes in. Studies show that meditation will give us an extra moment, a pause, if you will. A moment to reflect and then ask ourselves, do we want to go there? Is it worthy of our peace? Is it going to support our purpose? And if it's a yes, we can go there and deal with that circumstance. But if it's a hard no, or maybe even a soft no, we get a chance to retreat to a better place where we can build and galvanize our spiritual gold and make it mighty, make it favorable, make it contagious. So these things don't take us to places that we can't control, but we go to a place inside of us that gives us the infinite control to stand with love, to stand for love, to stand for peace, to stand with purpose, and not allow ourselves to lose that precious energy of life in places that do not serve us. Meditation and self-awareness. Never been more important in my life, I can tell you that, as someone who tends to historically love to go out there and fix things based on my heritage and my legacy in my life, and more be a healer of things by healing myself over and over again, moment by moment by moment. So here's to the great work inside, allowing it to outpicture on the outside. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Much love and every blessing. Bye for now.